As energy resources are depleted worldwide, oil producers are desperate for cost-effective new technologies that maximize oil recovery. Today, even after using their most sophisticated recovery techniques, oil companies produce, on average, only 35% of their oil. It is simply too uneconomical to recover the remaining oil from the isolated nooks and crannies of the reservoir. But that leaves 65% of a precious commodity in the ground. Now there's a new technology that can help companies significantly improve recovery. It's called PowerWave, a field-proven process from Wavefront Energy and Environmental Services. Over time, PowerWave technology can increase recovery by 15 to 20%. That can add millions of dollars in value to a producer's assets. Here's a typical onshore 5-well pattern. The wells are spaced about a quarter mile or a half a kilometer apart. Most people imagine an oil reservoir as an underground pond, but it's not like that at all. Oil is dispersed through layers of sand and rock. In the primary recovery stage, the natural pressure in the reservoir, sometimes assisted by pumps, forces the oil through the sand and rock into the wellbore and up to the surface. But petroleum isn't the only thing trapped in the earth. Water hides there too. Sooner or later, the reservoir begins producing water along with oil, and it becomes uneconomical to continue. The oil company typically makes the best of it by re-injecting the water back into the reservoir. This stage of production is called secondary recovery. Water injection helps maintain downhole pressure so that oil can continue to flow. Water from the injection well is also used to sweep or push the oil toward the producing wells. But rock in the reservoir has varying permeabilities. The more permeable the rock is, the more easily fluid can flow through. Unfortunately, water flows more readily than oil, and it always takes the path of least resistance. Once water creates a channel through the permeable rock to the producing wellbore, there is little benefit in injecting additional water. It only bypasses the oil instead of sweeping it ahead. The result is poor recovery from the reservoir. But PowerWave technology provides a cost-effective solution. The PowerWave pulse engine is simply installed downhole. It generates continuous wave pulses that force the injection stream through the reservoir and toward the production well. PowerWave experts have programmed the pulse engine to deliver the ideal surge pattern based on rock permeability and other reservoir characteristics, so the water sweeps the oil ahead of it in a uniform wave. This reduces channeling and early water breakthrough. The whole system works much like a heartbeat. As the heart expands and contracts, it forces a uniform supply of blood through the blood vessels. In the same way, the PowerWave pulse forces water continuously through the pores of the rock. In turn, the water pushes waves of oil toward the production well. Almost immediately, oil production begins to increase. Since 1998, PowerWave has been successfully used on over 175 different wells. It's proven to help producers recover an additional 15 to 20% of their oil, assets that, without PowerWave technology, would have been left behind. In a world that's hungry for oil, the time is right for PowerWave.